announcement or report from Fightful that Drew McIntyre, his contract has been extended beyond WrestleMania, mostly due to him dealing with injury and whatever. So that's exciting because his contract was up like right after Mania. So people were like, okay, what if they, don't do anything with him at Mania? Or that might mean that he's automatically losing. And I don't know, maybe kind of people felt like it might be foreshadowing what they were going to do with him, but now we know that he is extended because it became a thing when people saw that he was being advertised for dates after Mania. And so I think that's why some of these, reporters or whatever were digging into it. And so they found out that, yes, he is extended. I don't think that they said how long it's extended, but that they are still trying to get a contract done. And I really hope that this means that they're like close to it, like Drew is still letting people talk, as he said, saying like he doesn't understand why his contract of all people's is the one that people keep talking about. But this is the thing, Drew, that you're not realizing. The reason why it's being talked about so much is because people don't want you to go anywhere. Whereas other people, like Seth's contract is up sometime and like Becky's and whatever, but people know they're not going anywhere. You know what I mean?
No,
like you have that safety blanket there with guys, with people like Seth and Becky and whoever else. I don't remember who else's contract's up soon, but with Drew, you don't. So I think that's why. And I think he should embrace the fact that it's like, yeah, your contract is a specific talking point because people want you to stick around. They don't want you to leave.
They don't. I said when you sent me the story, my immediate response was smart man. He said, saying, let the internet talk. Let them talk. He knows exactly what he's doing. And at the end of the day, he's doing some of his best work right now. And he's doing it one of his main targets in the way is an injured CM Punk.
Yeah.
That feud we have to see that out. And if I'm saying this, Papa Paul down in Connecticut is thinking the exact same thing. So they see the vision and the long-term storytelling here.
Because then also, this is why we have said it would make sense for Drew to become champion at Mania, because one of his feuds that he could line up after Mania would be Punk, because Punk has to be out for like up to 6 months or something. But that was 6 months from January. So that puts you at the end of July, early August. That's totally fine for Drew to be champion for a few months and then feuding. And then that also sets up like you could technically put the title on Punk at that point. What if he walks into Mania next year as champion? Then he doesn't have to worry about main eventing or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, and that sets that up. But then we said there's so many feuds that they could go with Drew if he were champion. So I hope that that is in the works and not. And people need to get it out of their brain that the only reason that would happen is to keep him. No, you need to reward this man. And by rewarding him with the championship is just like icing on the cake to keep him. It's not like because they're trying to convince him to stay. It's like, no, you need to give this man his due. Like, I mean, like you said, he's doing the best work of his, at least of his WWE return. Maybe of his entire career in WWE. So, yeah.
Oh, easily, I would say his best work in WWE.
Yeah,
This
I
is
don't
the
want to
most
speak
I've
to.
enjoyed Drew McIntyre on my TV screen.
Yes.
In the however long I've seen him on my TV screen. Maybe the NXT run was pretty good. But this is just every time he's on screen, I have to tune in. And not even if I'm watching, I have to turn up the volume to hear what he has to say, because the man just spits facts. And if there's one thing we know in wrestling, one thing we love is just someone who just goes out there and just says the truth, says what's on his mind. It's so funny. Like, it's so well done. And it's a great way to build up him and Seth too. It's a great way to build him up for him to have a main moment that he had ripped out from under him,
Yeah,
so
I agree.